And for the most part, the younger part of my years, I was a pretty good student. I was an honor roll student, things like that. My parents had split at a young age. I mean, young age for me, not young age for them. But I started bringing home all types of awards all the time and stuff, but I felt that nobody was there. And I didn't realize at the time that my mom had to work and take care of myself and my younger sibling, my sister Amanda. So I felt that nobody really was there. And so I went into like this self-destruct mode to where I didn't care about myself. I started doing things. I spent a lot of time in boys' homes. From the time I was 12 all the way up till recently, when I finally began getting out of trouble, I spent about 15, 16 years wrapped up in the system. I just now am actually all the way free, out of the paper and everything, no parole. It's been a year and a month or so in an actual program to where I came from prison to being able to wear my own clothes and transition back into society. And I was able to go out and go to stores and do normal functions that people out here in the free world would do. But when I left there, I went to the Work Release Center in Tarpon Springs, where I actually met up with Second Chance for the first time, Cypress Initiative. I was backsliding at the time. I was thinking, man, this is hard. And coming from inside, being behind this fence for years, and having a set schedule and routine every day, and someone telling me what to do, to coming out here and having a little bit more freedom, it was a hard thing. But I was actually forced to go into the class. Lieutenant Cross, which I don't know if I'm allowed to say names, but she's actually in there right now. She just told me, you're going to the class whether you like it or not. And man, I was upset. You can ask Debbie and Leona that I have my arms folded across my chest. I'm like, I don't want to be here. I don't like this, because I wouldn't open my ears and listen. But after just a few classes, and I didn't want to admit it right away. I'm like, man, I'm liking the class, but I can't let nobody know yet. And then they noticed me lighten up, and gradually I started to speak out, and they were speaking about things that I really wanted to hear about. But I didn't love myself, and that's what was helping me. That's what helped me with Cypress Initiative in the Second Chance class. Every week I would go there, and it's like the people, just the way they spoke, it was the calmness that overtook me. I mean, listening to Debbie and Leona speak. But I understood. I mean, it made so much sense that you're actually just, for instance, the way I thought about my mom not caring. All I could see was what I saw. That was my reality. Because I believed it, I thought that no one truly cared. Therefore, I didn't care about myself. And then it took me years struggling in and out of these, boys' homes, jail, prison, to really start working on myself, to realize that I have to love myself first. Otherwise, I can't love nobody else. And then I realized that my mom did care. I mean, after all these years, she spent riding me, coming to visit me. She was there. She loved me. But I couldn't see it. I couldn't step out and look at it from her perception, her reality. And that's what they speak about in Second Chance. Everybody's got their own different reality. No two people are going to see the same thing the same way. We're all going to have our different opinions. We like to call it the class about nothing, because we would come in and we just relax. Even though there's the three principles behind it, just listen to them, man. The calm first. I mean, they come in and they're happy. It's contagious. They spread the joy right along to you, and now you're happy. And now I'm thinking in a clearer state because, it's not so mad now. But them explaining that, just something that I might take the wrong way if you were to say something to me and you really didn't mean it because you're all thinking about something else, and you may have said something snippy, and all day, if I go around letting that thought burn in my head, oh man, he really, really hurt me, really did this. Well, I'm just putting too much time into it. I'm letting you rent free space in my mind. And you may have not even thought about it because you had something else going on that day. There's something going on in your own personal life, and you meant nothing by it. But for me to perceive it that wrong way, that's the example of us having two separate realities. In your reality, you didn't offend me because you didn't even notice. And then in my reality all day, it's burning in my mind that, man, my feelings are hurt, or, you really teed me off, man. You can't sit there and just think that all day. You have to stop and think, well, hey, what possibilities is there, that he could have been going through something? Man, it would help. It would definitely help a lot of people. And that's not even. It's so hard to put in words to say how much I think it would help, because it helps people just feel more at ease, gain more self-respect for themselves, and understand other people. I mean, because in a prison environment, you might have 2,000 guys running around the compound, and each and every one of them has their own personal problems. You don't know what's going on. I mean, you're powerless in that position. You have your family, your friends and loved ones out there that are, the world continues on. You're in there and you're stuck in, it's like a time capsule. Nothing evolves in there. Nothing changes. It's the same thing every day. After spending several years in there and coming out here, the buildings aren't where they used to be. Debit cards and touchscreen cell phones. I'm still on an old cell phone. I'm never getting a touchscreen. I'm just, as long as it's got buttons, it's me. I'm staying behind. I think it just helps people get that mindset. And if it was in a facility like that, I think it would help prepare them to transition back into the community. I wish it could be everywhere. What do I think of Cypress Initiative? I think the people are really awesome. I mean, you can see it. When they walk in the room and they talk to you, there's warmth. They actually care. These people are out here giving up their time to try to help others. And yes, at the same time, while you're out there doing it, it makes you feel so much better. It helps yourself. That's why I like going and speaking to people as well. It's not about, hey, of course I want to go help others, but each and every time I speak to somebody, I'm listening to the same thing I'm saying. These words are coming out for me too, so I got to listen to them. I can't go out here and say, hey, this is what you need to do, without me trying to follow it.